Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we are going to look at Kindle Vella because as of February 26th, they are done. I want to just do an archive video. I've already had a video recorded just announcing that they were shutting down, but I thought it'd be nice to go back and look at them one more time to see what we are never going to have again from Amazon, at least in this form. And figure we can also speculate why they failed. But then again, I did all that in my last video, so maybe we'll just look at the remains of what used to be. But yeah, this is Kindle Vella. It was a reading app for basically Amazon users. You got to unlock episodes through these tokens. You could do favorites for your stories, and you had really loose base categories you could select. And of course, if you find a book that you want to read, then you can read that book. You have tags. Every story's got a tag on it. And of course, it's got some basic stats on how long it is, how many people liked it, who wrote it, all that stuff. This is basically it. You can look through and look at your stories. But if we go into the Kindle Vella platform, or this might be all they show us. Doesn't actually look like. I'm not even sure this is what we used to have. Let's actually use, let's use white shoes. I click in white shoes. Okay. So this is one thing you can do to search for books is go do the tag and you see what's popular, see what people are reading. I mean, you can already see the problems on the wall. There was never really a great way to find books here. They've always, we were pitched on the idea that we were going to find new readers, but that never happened because this whole platform depended on the power of current authors' audiences, and even then it depended on how well your books were aligned in certain categories. Of course, depending on whether or not anyone was looking for those categories, and then depending on how deep people were willing to dig inside the book. So I remember with mine, I released my book on the day the whole thing came out, and I think I fell into like near the back pretty fast. There wasn't really much chance that I had to be discovered. I think early on I had maybe 10 readers, and then a couple sort of trickled in along the way. But yeah, there was never really a great way to be found in this whole series. And so what was an author supposed to do to get found? No one really knew. But if you click on a book, of course you go into their dashboard and you see everything that's available. But the way it's set up is that you can see all the episodes by just opening up the episode list, and you can see everything that's available. And you'll notice that you have the keys here where they have to spend tokens. I would think that at this point, Kindle Vella, if they're not going to make any more money or sell more tokens, they could have just unlocked everything and just give readers a chance to be found, or writers a chance to be found. But of course, they couldn't bother to do that because they got to make sure, I guess, the people have a reason to spend their tokens that they bought. So it makes sense that they would keep it locked. But the drawback is if you find a book in January, but you can't buy any more tokens, then you'll never get past this unless your author republishes it on Wattpad or someplace. But yeah, if you click on an episode, this is what the episodes looked like on the inside. If you go in and scroll, you'll see it's skinny. It was designed for mobile. And if you go down to the bottom, you'll find you had some author notes in there. Oops. And this is a way you can follow the story. You can go to the next episode. Of course, they can get likes and things. But it was a reasonable idea if you were catering to mobile readers. But if you have traditionalists who just want to read a paperback or even read a regular ebook, that's not what this is going to be. So that was some of the issues I think we had with this particular format was you just didn't really have anything clear. If you looked at the back end of Kindle Vella into the report section, this is what that looked like. It was in the Kindle Direct Publishing section, so it was under your regular dashboard. So this is what the back side looked like, and you can see I didn't really have any activity at all since I posted this thing back in 2021, and it took me about 2 years to finish it. I got one extra read because I added the read to it. So if we go into the lifetime, you'll see I actually had 15. This jumped to 16 when I went through and reviewed my own story. This is episode 7. This was actually just me testing the back end. So these are the only natural reads that I had throughout the entire program since summer 2021. So yeah, it was not a successful platform for anyone. They did pay well. You can see some of my bonuses for having very few readers. Imagine if I had a lot of readers, it would have been really impressive, I think. But yeah, if you, again, by the time you see this is probably all done, but this is what the backend looked like. If you download the report, you can get your reports saved to a spreadsheet. Actually, I'm going to do that one more time, just so I have backup. And then, yeah, that was pretty much how Kindle Vella was. Nothing particularly great about it other than it was I guess a good idea that was badly managed. And it's unfortunate that we did not get the help that we wanted from them, because we were telling them over and over, like, just change discoverability. Here are some ways in which you can do that. Make it easy to actually type in a person's name. Make it easy to type in a title. Maybe your readers are looking for you directly, but maybe they're not subscribed to your newsletter, and maybe they don't have your direct link. Maybe they just want to look for you organically, and well, there's no way to do that. Like, you have to, look through the categories, and there's no clear way to get through the categories, because if you are, let's say, not popular, you will certainly float down to the back 20, maybe even further. Maybe you might even fall off the list. Maybe it's impossible to be found because maybe the list only shows so many. In fact, I think that was the case for a lot of these. If I go back to the Kindle Vella platform, yeah, if I go to, I think, to any random page here, page 1 and okay, now I guess you could go all the way back to the last page. Might just be that no one wants to invest in the program enough to do this. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this was never going to succeed the way they had implemented it. And then they never advertised it to readers. How would a reader find it? Hard to say. Anyhow. So that's Kindle Vella. It was a failing product. I don't know what Amazon's going to do next in its place, but if you were a Kindle Vella author, I suggest go to Wattpad, because they do have the Premier version you can use. And of course, now you can, because again, there's no more exclusivity. This thing is shut down. So whatever store you had, feel free to go and republish. If you want to put it on a different paid platform like Radish, I guess that's an option. But I think that was always an option. I think Kindle Vella, they didn't mind the competition for paid platforms. I think it was the competition for unpaid that they were worried about. I'm not sure. It's been so long now. But yeah, the forums are so heavy with complaints. I'm wondering, I want to see, go to learn more real quick. I just wanted to real quick look at the forums. This was, by the way, this is the facts on what happened here. But if we go into the publishing forums community, I just want to see what the backlash is right now. Okay, we'll just do this one. Yeah, this is actually fairly diplomatic. I know in the early days, there was a lot of people just not happy with the way they were doing things. Of course, I don't really have the patience to go back and run all that or to explore all that. I actually want to go back and look through this on my free time to see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Okay, yeah, no, there's... All right, there's nothing new to report on the forum. It's all... wait, is this all we got? 10 questions? Oh, there's more, okay. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing more about what's happening with Kindle Vella, you can go to the KDP forums and just read through it. I don't know if the forums will stay active or not. That would be an interesting question. But the yeah, the whole program itself may not necessarily happen anymore. So it'd be worth it to go through and just kind of see for your own research why everything's shut down if you want to. I'm probably going to go through this because I want to do an article on it at some point, either this week or next, and just do a kind of a write-up on all the things that I've learned from this, not just, for the sake of dumping on Vella, but just to see, what is some of the advantages of being discovered, what's the advantage of having a readership, what's the advantage of starting a new platform that you're unfamiliar with. Should you invest in this platform and the time required to write the story for it? There's a lot of questions that you might have. So I think I'm going to do a write-up on it just to see for my own peace of mind, why things have not worked out so well. But anyhow, that's all I have. It's a short video today. I just wanted to archive Vella before it disappears forever. And I guess we will end with Billy Joe Bob's Lessons from the Hood. We'll click on that just because we need to end on something. So good job, John Cornish II. I hope this was worth it for you. Take care, everyone. Until the next video, have a good one. Bye.